Hey guys, it's What's New and Good with T and D. Today we have Corey Schoonover on our show with the Fairfield Area Humane Society joining us. And he loves pooches. And I know growing up, I actually wanted to be a veterinarian.
Did you really?
I did. From the time I knew what an animal was, I think I owned probably 15 little critters, salamanders, hamsters. I had a rat named Louie. I used to try to rescue animals in the neighborhood. So animals have always been something pretty special and close to my heart. What about you?
I was always an outside country girl, and we always had a dog, but it wasn't ever quite the way I wanted. I wanted a dog in the house. I wanted to be. Our house wasn't quite big enough, so it was kind of an on and off kind of thing when I was a kid. But of course, as I've gotten older, I've always had a dog in the house. They become a part of the family. And my daughter is the same exact way. And I got a really funny story about her because recently she has been into toads. And so she will find these toads in the wild and she will name them Dee. And Corey, so she has got a Todd, a Tony, and she's got a third one, I know. She actually told me because she's been at her dad's and at one of her best friend's homes. She's like, Mom, if you don't have a toad at your house, then I don't know about coming home because I have to have a toad. I'm like, sweetie, I don't go around looking for toads, so I might have one outside.
One of those might turn into the prince one day.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But what's funny is, talking about the Humane Society thing, she told me that she has over at her friend's house, her best friend's, this toad. And I can't remember if it's Todd or Tony, but she said she got a text message from her friend's mom and said, hey, Emma, come get Todd or Tony out of the pool. For some reason, I go, do you know that he probably will not survive so she had to go downstairs and save that toad. So she is an animal saver, and I'm so proud of her. And that's what Corey and them do over at the Fairfield Area Humane Society. But before we get into all of that awesomeness, Corey,
yes.
How long have you been with the Fairfield Area Humane Society?
Is it June? Is it June already?
No.
9 years in June.
Wow.
Yes. I asked that because I can't keep it straight what month we're in anymore.
The day, the month.
Ever since we started the whole winding down the school year, Tina and I have known each other for a long time, and when we've always talked before, summer schedule messes me up. Once school's out, it's over. Don't even talk to Corey. But I got some cool rescue stories, including the fact that I never thought I would be working with animals when I grew up.
Awesome. Just
never in my mind.
Why did you decide to? Your parents are animal lovers, right?
Yeah, and we had animals growing up. I never you consider being a veterinarian, and we have so many kids that come in and that's their goal. I just never really pictured myself doing that, but business is business, and all the things that we offer kind of feed into that. So I think that's why we've been successful in the community. So it just happens to be that I get the added bonus of working with animals.
Well, and sometimes you don't choose your job chooses you.
Yes, and I think there's a little fate mixed in there. So over 9
Sprinkled
years,
through there.
and some of the fate happenings just slap me in the face, and wow, I can't believe that just happened. So that's where I am with it.
I'm so excited. I know Corey had mentioned knowing him for so many years. Indeed, the Fairfield Area Humane Society is just a neat organization, and you know this because you've been out there.
Yeah, I used to volunteer there.
Well, even recently, didn't you take one of your kids out there as well?
Oh, we were there just recently, and my youngest, he's my biggest animal lover, and it's always such a joy just to swing in through there and give a little extra love to those pups because they can't get enough of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I try to teach my kids.
That's what I was going to say. And showing your kids that,
compassion.
Too. Yeah, compassion. And going and moving on with letting those in the community also be avid supporters and speakers for what the Fairfield Area Humane Society is all about, because we wouldn't know about it if you didn't get out there and talk about it. And I know you guys are all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. Without the community, what we've been doing and what we're accomplishing and where we're going wouldn't be possible.
That's right. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to find out, because some folks, it's a misconception, rather the Fairfield Area Humane Society is a nonprofit or not. We're going to let you know. It's What's New and Good with T and D.
Come experience the Huddle Tire difference. Locally owned and operated since 1910, we're your independent tire and auto repair shop. We carry all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Cooper, BF Goodrich, and many more. But we're more than just tires. From safety inspections to alignments, brakes, shocks, and struts, even preventive maintenance, we can handle it all. Enjoy the ride at Huddle Tire Company, 300 South Columbus Street, or we can be reached at our website at huddletire.com.
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced.
Hey guys, we're back and we're going to learn a little bit more about the Fairfield Area Humane Society and some of the services that they have to offer. Corey, could you share a little bit about what the folks out there may not know about the services?
I'm wondering if at this point in the game we talk about what we don't do. I'm being funny about it, but animal adoption, everybody should know that, right? So we can talk about that, but we offer so many things. So over 9 years, okay, so we'll start my journey. 9 years ago, you come in, adopt a cat or a dog. We did monthly spay and neuter clinics, right? Now we do that plus monthly spay and neuter clinics, sometimes twice a month, so you can come in and get your dog or your cat fixed very inexpensively. And the theme with all of our services is low cost. So in a perfect world, I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't be doing this. All the animals would have homes, and I could, I don't know, relax. I don't do a TV show here and there. No, I'm just kidding. But, so all of them are low-cost services to keep animals in their homes, right?
And yes. Corey, a big question is, I know that you know one cat that is not spayed. Mm-hmm. How many can end up being born of litters of cats?
It's like a whole
in like
new city
1 year
of cats.
There's a fancy cat pyramid that circulates around, and I think it's the cat, a cat couple and their offspring over 10 years can produce like 250,000 cats.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
So one kitten that is out in your community, in your neighborhood, that is not spayed.
Yeah.
You wonder why it gets out of control. And I know that talking with you in the past, I mean, their cats just, they go in and out. Some people do that, but it is encouraged to not do that, especially if they're not spayed or neutered.
Well,
right?
and I think the biggest thing with the cats, and that's probably, I never thought taking over the Humane Society that we get so many complaints about cats. And I call them community cats. Your stray cats, your feral cats, whether they're nice or they'll rip your face off, they're community cats. And why I stress community is it's all of our problem. The Humane Society didn't create that problem. The Humane Society isn't going to be the only ones to be able to cure that problem. So everybody needs to be involved. So whether you have one that's hanging around your house, and that's the problem, like, I have this cute cat and I'm willing to feed it and whatever, and then before you realize it was a female and
then
she
all the
has
other
6
responsibilities
kittens.
that are going to come with that one cat.
Guess what I think I just found in my neighborhood? It looks like a little pregnant kitten cat kind of thing between the two, and I'm going, but we love kittens and we love cats, guys. Don't get us wrong that we don't. It's just that that's how it becomes out of control in your community.
Well, so, and they can have like 3 litters a year. So, and a mom cat might still be nursing her kittens, but be pregnant again.
With
my
another,
goodness.
yeah,
Yes.
we've seen that because
Yeah.
we have a farm setting and
Yeah.
we've had many, many cats. But what are some of the other things? And the spay and the neutering, that is awesome, and we
Yep.
we definitely need to work more as a community. And it's not
Yeah.
not just one person's responsibility. We do have
Yeah.
to work as a community. But what are some of the other great services that you guys have to offer?
So for pet owners, maybe you don't come to the Humane Society because you're not in the situation to add another furry friend to your house, but we offer grooming services. You can come in, bring your dog in, and get a $5 toenail trim when we're open.
Nice.
Our goal with those services, so grooming, we just opened a low-cost vet clinic. We do quarterly vaccine clinics. All of those services are geared towards, hey, so we handle all of the abuse and neglect cases in Fairfield County. 90% of those cases are neglect. Just a basic, I didn't know any better, or hey, I know my dog had this problem, but I couldn't afford to
Right.
take it
Right.
somewhere, right? So all of those services are geared towards, we want to help prevent that. We want to make animals' lives better, not just the ones that we have in the shelter
Right.
and we're looking for homes, but your pets as well. So our grooming prices, our boarding prices, our vet prices
Boarding,
are just
that's another thing.
yeah, dog boarding is something new that we added when we built the vet clinic. And I'll tell you what, who better to have someone watch your kids when you're out of town than
That's
the
right.
people that take care of all the parentless kids in the community.
Because you guys are there every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they are our kids. When they're there, they have a good time. We have a good time with it. So whether you have to check us out. Like I said, whether you already have a house full and you don't need any more. I always think you need more, but that's beside the point. Or you just need, whether you're adopting, don't want to adopt, you have pets. I mean, we're your one-stop shop, if you will.
Yeah, and did you mention Frontline and things like that? The
No, I
flea and
didn't.
tick
See?
prevention? Because that's the time of year where
Yeah.
it can get really bad.
Flea and ticks are already really bad this year. We're seeing it through our vet clinic, through the animals we're taking in. But the nice thing is you don't have to buy Frontline, for example. It's $14 a dose, but you can buy it 1 month at a time from us. You don't have to order 3 or 6, and so we keep the cost low,
Right.
right?
Everything's
Yeah.
cost efficient for people.
And it is this time of year where
Yeah.
it is already getting pretty nasty with the heat and the warmth and the ticks.
And speaking of that, we're going to take a quick break, and Corey is going to share some summer tips for us so we know how to take care of our pups during the sweaty times of the year.
And he's also got a big, huge fundraising event that he is going to bring to us. So don't go anywhere, y'all. You're watching What's No Good with Tea.
Andy?
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced.
Hey guys, we're back and we're going to hear a little bit about some summer tips that Corey is going to share with us about just some reminders. Could you share a little bit about some things that people may forget or maybe not even think about?
You know what? If you can't take your dog in somewhere, just leave it at home. And that's the biggest thing. And I know some people may be good about it. My dogs love to go on car rides, but also they're like bulls in a china shop when I get them out and take them in somewhere. So I don't want that hassle. So they stay at home. But this time of year, so we, like I said earlier, we handle all of the neglect or cruelty complaints in the county. So when it starts getting hot, we get a lot of those calls. Dog is outside in the heat with no water. There's a dog in the car in the parking lot at the grocery store. Yeah, that one's a big one for me. Quick trip to the grocery store, and a lot of people think of it that way. Oh, I'm only going to be in the grocery for 10 minutes.
It's so hot in the car.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about you, but when I'm asked to run into the store to get a couple things, I'm generally hungry, and then it turns into a 25-minute trip because now all of a sudden I've bought twice as much as I want.
You can
and
get
your
easily
poor car,
sidetracked.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 6 minutes, like if it's 84 degrees out, your dog can die in a car in 6 minutes.
So what about when they're outside? So the dogs that people leave outside chained up, what temperature normally is really too hot for them to be outside? Is there an actual set temperature that's...
There is not. We have some upgraded outside dog legislation within city limits in Lancaster, but Ohio Revised Code does not have any temperature regulations, cold or hot, but
they're paw pads and stuff. I know if they're walking on the concrete.
If you like to take your dog on a walk, so if you're walking on the sidewalk, or an asphalt temperature and concrete temperature is different, but if you're walking on asphalt, 80 degrees outside with the sun beating down is like 104.
So if it's too hot for you, it's going to be too hot for them.
Absolutely, in long periods of time. So if you go outside in your driveway, put your hand on the driveway, and you hold it there for a few seconds, if that's too hot for you, that's too hot for their pads because they're so sensitive.
Yeah, Corey, now there are some cars now that you can leave on and lock.
Absolutely.
With your air conditioning on and going. So what do you suggest in that?
So let's talk about that side of it too. What do you do when you see a dog in a car?
Yeah.
First and foremost, check and see if the car's running.
Okay.
Because we've had that. I've showed up and the car's running. Dog's like, hey, how's it going?
And they're doing great because they're nice and cool.
Yeah,
and
their fur's blowing.
Or not happy that I'm looking in the window.
Or that, right.
Yeah.
That's the first scary moment when the dog hits the window at you, which that's what they're
Cujo's
supposed to do, right?
Cujo.
Yeah.
So
because it's for the protection of the dog, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. But there is a law in Ohio that was passed a couple years ago where it does give some rights to the general public if they see a dog in a car that they can smash the window and rescue the dog. The problem is there are multiple steps you have to take before you can do that. And the cases that I've seen across the state, more often than not, you break the window to get a dog out, you're paying for that person's window.
Right.
Because you have to call 911. You have to give authorities time to respond. And even if you were to break the window, you better have video and show that dog's in distress. Now, how often do you really know if a dog's in distress or not? So I think the big thing for us, just to sum it up real quick, is LPD, Lancaster Police Department, is really great about responding immediately. If you call us and don't leave us a message and say a dog's in the car, call the police department. They'll call us on call, or they do show up. And you don't want us to show up or the police department to show up when your dog is in distress in the car. It's not a pretty conversation. Right? So, but you have to follow those certain steps. So that was my tip at the beginning. Like, just leave your dog at home.
Correct, right. So you have got a big, huge fundraising event coming up, Corey.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wolfstock. I think this is I think this will be our 8th year.
In August.
8th year. First Sunday in August. Every year, first Sunday in August at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds. So 11 to 4. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. We have a low-cost vaccine clinic. We've gotten to the point, I think we do 800 vaccines during that event, but there's 25 to 30 vendors. We have a food truck there. We do raffles, all kinds of stuff.
Wiener dog race.
Wiener dog race is the
we've had wiener dogs.
Premier event when you have heats of wiener dogs, right? Like the whole thing stops. Like the people that are still in the line for the vaccine clinic are like, great,
They're
I
celebrities.
can't see. I don't want to lose my spot in line. And then we video it and then slow-mo it. So
Oh, that is great.
You know?
The low bellies near the
yeah, and
That's
the big
great.
and the big ears. But one year we had a dunk tank. It was Dunk the Director.
Yes.
We haven't done that for a while because I was sick for 2 weeks after
Yeah.
that. But Wolfstock is a great opportunity to kind of come out. We have a lot of local support there. You can come support us. And then I think one of the biggest things that even if you can't attend, everyone expects to buy our T-shirts for that event.
Yeah.
Because we do the tie-dye and the paw
Yep.
print. And
Yep.
I see people, I'll be in Columbus and see our Wolfstock T-shirts walking around. So I really enjoy
yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I was there at Wolfstock 2019.
Yeah.
You want to keep up to date on what's going on at the Fairfield Area Humane Society. Fairhumane.org is their website. You can find out all kinds of things on that. Corey, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
so
with
much.
us
You're
today.
welcome.
Yay,
Thanks for having me.
woohoo.
Appreciate it.
Probably will be in the 4th of July parade. You can always see the
Oh,
flow, and depending on the
little
heat.
pooches in the parade.
pooches or not.
As
yes,
long as
depends
it's
on
not
that.
too hot.
That's right.
True.
We want to thank our sponsors real quick. Donald Law Office, Ava Jewelers, Huddle Tire Company. We're going to be back with Fairfield Fish and Game on location. It's What's New and Good with T.
Andy.
And see.
Come experience the Huddle Tire difference. Locally owned and operated since 1910, we're your independent tire and auto repair shop. We carry all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Cooper, BF Goodrich, and many more. But we're more than just tires. From safety inspections to alignments, brakes, shocks, and struts, even preventive maintenance, we can handle it all. Enjoy the ride at Huddle Tire Company, 300 South Columbus Street, or we can be reached at our website at huddletire.com.
Hey guys, it's What's New and Good with T&D. We're back at Fairfield Fish and Game with our two guests, JT and Judy. They're going to share a little bit with us about what all they have to offer in their special event coming up.
It's so great to find out new things about awesome campgrounds and conservation places in our community, and that's really what Fairfield Fish and Game Association is about. So we love to find a little bit about the history of this place. I remember it coming here as a kid. Now, I'm not as old as this place is, but how many years and when did this get started out here?
Judy?
It actually was
Founded?
founded in 1948. The lake behind us was built in 1952.
Have you been coming out here all those years, Judy?
Since the early 70s.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
my parents were members here, and so just kind of a family thing. You know, each one
Yeah.
keeps on going. So
And it's it's gorgeous here. There's so many different things, and you look around, there's something in every area that we're standing at right now.
Yep. JT, where are you guys located?
2270 Bickle Church Road, just north of Baltimore, Ohio. It's a private gate, so you got to be a member to get in unless you're with a guest.
Okay. All right. But you have public events, and we're going to get to that in a minute.
Okay.
What, the acres? How many acres is this? How big is the pond?
The pond is 5 acres. The grounds that we own is 107 acres.
Wow.
Awesome. And what are some of the events and the things that you guys have going on?
We have 23 events a year. We have turkey shoots. We have a family outing for people to come out and learn to shoot. ODNR does provide the guns and stuff with that.
Nice.
We have fishing day for the kids. It's open to the public. A lot of our catfish tournaments are open to the public. Check the Facebook and our webpage on that because they keep that updated a lot with events going on.
You have a handicapped event, don't you, for those kids? Is it just for kids that are handicapped?
We
or
have
adults as
a
well?
week-long event that
Nice.
is for handicap for our local schools and for seniors that are
Okay.
handicapped. We actually have fish brought in and we provide their lunches. We take them a hayride and they go around the property. It's for people that don't get to be out fish much. We furnish all the fishing pools, the bait, and that goes for a week long. We have different organizations that come out every year.
And what do people need to do in order to be a part of these events?
If it's open to the public, they don't have to do nothing, just show up. If it's a event like the youth deer hunting, we do hold a youth out here. It is we allowed 5 youth, so if you do have a handicapped child that would like to deer hunt, get a hold of us so we can get him the right classes that needs to be done. We pay for the license. We furnish breakfast, lunch.
Oh, that's so great.
And we have a chaperone that goes with them out. And last year we killed 5 deer off the property for the handicapped youth hunt.
Awesome. And of course you have the lake or the pond. It's the lake, right?
Right. It's
Yes.
a lake.
What all do those folks who are members out here, what kind of different things do they get the opportunity to get to do? Like fishing, probably.
You got fishing. You've got 3 shooting ranges that go from pistol range to long ranges. We have an archery range that was just put in 2 years ago. They can shoot archery. We have a skeet shoot on the back side of the lake to where you can go back there and it's off by itself. You can shoot skeet all day long. We have a playground back here for the kids. We just upgraded it this year.
Walking trails too, right?
Now we have trails.
Trails, okay.
Yeah, you have trails that you can go through.
But they're okay. Yeah, not probably walking trails.
Right.
As in, like they're could be rugged and rough.
Right. Rugged and rough, but you can still go through them.
Okay.
And there's a lot of shelter houses, for picnic kind of things. I don't know how many you guys have of those. It seems like you've got quite a few.
5. I think there's 5.
5? Okay.
Yep, there's 5 shelter houses. Members can come out and use them. And anytime have cookouts, birthday parties. We do have a white building that we rent out to members.
Okay.
It's fairly cheap. The members come out and rent it for graduation parties. We have a lot of different events we do hold, for members and stuff like that.
We have had weddings on the other side of the lake also.
Oh, nice.
That's a great idea for people.
And Judy, you saying that, it is so beautiful out here. It's a gorgeous setting. You can hear the birds chirping and the sprinklers that are out in the lake. And we've got the cattail that are not in full bloom that are behind us here.
And there's even a beach area back this way, which T and I may try out.
After our
There's
hard
chairs,
work.
there's some sandy area after a hard day's work.
Some sun. Yes. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. But they've got something coming up, Dee, don't
Yes.
they?
Can you tell us about this special event you guys have coming up around the 4th of July?
The 4th of July is our biggest event out here. And I'm going to let Judy George discuss that a little bit and tell you some of the things that we got going on.
We have several vendors that bring different items out to sell up, and they rent a lot down there. You can find, a lot of things. It's just like a big yard sale.
Nice.
We also have food vendors out here, so there's plenty of food for anyone that wants to come out. And then, of course, our 4th of July fireworks display. It'll be like at 10 o'clock on July the 6th. It's a big event out here. We have lots of people.
Yeah.
The whole place is packed. So
2-day event, right?
yes, Friday and Saturday, July 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th of July.
Yeah.
We have Albertine, Albany's amusement rides coming here this year the first time. They will be we'll be honoring all the tickets that you get, like at the Fairfield County Fair on the 4th of July. If you don't use them tickets, bring them here because we will honor them so you can still ride the rides here.
So that Lancaster, the celebration that they do have in Lancaster at the fairgrounds, you guys are offering those because I know, Dee, you had said that, didn't you? You said you always ended
have
up with
extra tickets at the Fairfield County Fair, and
Yep.
they're at the bottom of my bag every time we leave, along with all of the other random things. But how great is that if you do have those, you can bring those out here that weekend and ride some more rides at a different place that's peaceful and great and beautiful.
Bring their own chairs, blankets, things like that. Can they bring their own little picnic? I know you said you had vendors and stuff, but
Yes,
can they bring their own snacks?
they can bring their own
and things like that?
picnics. We do have a band on Friday night from 7 to 11.
Oh, nice.
And then on Saturday we do have a band again. They do stop at 10 o'clock for the 4th of July for the fireworks. And then after that the band will pick back up. We do have several raffles going on that day, Friday and Saturday. We do have a member that owns a car lot. and this is his 3rd year doing it. He is raffling off a 2008 Mercury
Mariner. Is that
Mariner.
what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tickets are $1, 20, 10 for 1, or 3 for 20.
Okay.
And it will be raffled off Saturday night at 8:30. The
Okay,
winner will be drawn.
Great. What time do you recommend folks, because it being open to the public, that the gate will be open for them to set up to sit down for the events?
Last year, it opens at 6 o'clock in the morning, and come early because last year we had over 5,000 people.
Wow.
And so it does get busy. And when you do come in, just watch for people walking around.
Yeah, this place is this is just beautiful. I've never been out here, but I'm thinking if I brought all of my kids out here, I could actually sit at one of the shelter houses.
Yep.
And they could just go and do this and this and this and this, and I could just sit
And watch them.
and watch.
Maybe. Let them go.
Yeah.
And we've got more back to the family, where we
Yes.
do a lot of things for the family.
Yeah.
In the last 3 or 4 years, we started supporting the schools,
Okay.
our local schools, our baseball teams, little leagues, the Baltimore Restoration. We started 3 years ago, Judy, 4?
3 years.
Three years ago, we started donating to them because we thought that was a good cause. We do accept new memberships the first Sunday of every month.
Okay.
So if someone was interested, you can come out, take a tour, and look at everything. People give us your tours, looks at everything, and then we just try to accept new members.
And JT, how do they do that if they're interested in coming out for that?
They just get a hold of somebody here. They can call, leave a voicemail. We do have an answer machine, or on Facebook. They can get on Facebook and talk to the lady that does it, and she'll respond and set a time up for them to come out, and somebody can give them a tour. Then if they're interested, they just come to a meeting and become a member, and then you got all access because the gate is a private club, and we do have a gate card you have to use to get in.
Okay.
Great. This is great.
Fun-free event, and guys, pay attention to what they've got going on. JT Ward, he is one of the board members, Fairfield Fish and Game Association. Judy George as well, and they've always got something open to the public. It seems like, is it almost monthly that you have something?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
family-oriented place to bring your kids. If you want to become a member, you can get those extra goodies and things that they offer out here. Dee, anything else?
I just
that you
want to
wanted
remind folks that this place is very conservative. It's clean. It's so well kept. And, I know T and I, we were at Buckeye Lake not long ago, and I honestly kind of get that feeling, that the peacefulness and the water and the breeze and everything just looks so beautiful out here. So if you're looking for a new place to try out, bring the kids out here, try something new.
And keep all of those games and things like that for the kids, those handheld things at home, and bring them out here and they can be creative. I was talking earlier to Dee about things that we did when we were kids, when that wasn't something that we had.
Always outside.
Yes, we
Get
were always
outside.
creative and doing something new. So I think it's great that you guys do have something to offer like this to the community and those events for the public. Once again, the 4th of July event, the dates, the times.
July 5th and 6th.
Go ahead.
And like you said, the gate opens at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning.
6 a.m.
It'll be open Friday afternoon. All the vendors will be coming in to set up. And everyone just has a good time. It's a good place.
Keep doing what you're doing. Dee, did you want to add anything else?
That's all.
Alrighty, y'all, we want to thank you so much for watching, and we're going to get on out of here, and we may just go do...
We may jump in the pond. I don't know. It's a
No.
lake. It's a lake, not a pond.
Yes,
And we would like to thank you for coming.
And thanks for inviting us out. This place is great, and what you guys are doing is awesome.
JT,
Thank
Judy,
you.
thank you so
Hope to
much.
see you here.
See you guys. You're watching What's Doing Good with T.
Indeed.